Have you ever looked at a woman, maybe a friend, maybe someone you're interested in, and wondered, does she ever think about me when I'm not there? Am I ever in her secret fantasies? The truth is, women rarely admit this out loud. They don't hand you a list of their desires, but psychology leaves clues, and once you know where to look, you'll see that you may be more than just another person in her life. You might be the star of her private daydreams. Stick with me, because I'm about to reveal the biggest psychological signs that you're living in her fantasies, along with the mistakes most men make that push them out of her mind instead of deeper into it. I get it, it's confusing. One moment, she's laughing at your jokes, brushing your arm, giving you that look. The next, you're wondering, was that just friendly? Or was it something more? Society makes it seem like men should just know, but most don't. Millions of guys miss the subtle signals, walking around blind to the psychological breadcrumbs women drop. But not you, not after today. Once you understand the patterns, once you see the psychology behind it, you'll never unsee it again. Why does this matter? Because attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. Women don't fantasize about the guy with the best car or are some. They think about the man who makes them feel something. Attraction lives in the moments when you're not around, when she's imagining conversations, slipping your name into stories, or picturing you in her world. That's the real test. One of the clearest signs is the slip of the tongue. Ever notice when someone brings up your name in a conversation that had nothing to do with you? Psychology calls this a Freudian slip, when the subconscious leaks out. If she says, "Oh, that reminds me of what you said the other day," she didn't need to bring you up, but she did. It means her mind is circling back to you, even when it shouldn't. Another powerful clue is mirroring. People unconsciously copy the body language of those they're drawn to. If you lean in, and she leans in. If you fold your arms, and seconds later, she does the same. If her energy syncs with yours, that's not coincidence, it's unconscious attraction. Imagine sitting across from her at a cafe. You shift forward, she follows. That's her brain syncing with you because you've already taken root in her attention. Then there are the future questions. When she asks about your dreams, whether you'd live abroad, want kids, or what you'd do if you won the lottery, it may sound casual, but it's not. She's building a mental bridge. She's testing how her fantasies of the future could include you. It's her way of creating space where you exist as more than just a friend. Here's one of the deepest truths. Women fantasize about men who make them feel unforgettable. It's not about being perfect, it's about leaving an emotional imprint. If you make her laugh until her cheeks hurt, if you comfort her in ways nobody else does, or if you spark curiosity, you're imprinting memories on her brain. Later, she replays your words, your look, your presence. That replay loop is fuel for her fantasies, and don't overlook touch. If she finds subtle excuses to brush against you, fix your collar, or rest her hand on your shoulder, these innocent touches are rarely accidents. Walking side by side, and her hand brushes yours, was it really by chance? Often, it's her subconscious testing closeness. Micro moments of intimacy are her body acting out what her mind is already imagining. But let's clear up some misconceptions. Not every smile means she's fantasizing. Being friendly doesn't automatically mean attraction. Another mistake is thinking women will always verbalize their feelings. They usually won't. Most of these signals are subconscious. And the biggest mistake of all, ignoring the emotional connection. Less might spark interest, but emotional imprint is what keeps you in her head long after you're gone. Attraction isn't loud, it's subtle. And the men who succeed are the ones who read between the lines. Now here's the turning point. When you start to recognize these signs, you gain certainty. No more guessing, no more sleepless nights asking, "Does she even think about me?" Instead, you walk into the room with quiet confidence, because you've seen the evidence. And once you know, you can stop chasing, stop doubting, and finally lean into who you are, letting her come closer naturally. So how do you use this knowledge? Step 1. Observe. Don't assume. Don't jump to conclusions after one sign, look for consistent patterns. Step 2. Focus on emotional impact. Stop trying to impress her with achievements. Instead, aim to create memories, spark laughter, and leave her with feelings she can't shake. Step 3. Lean back into confidence. If you sense the signs, don't get needy. Don't suffocate the attraction. Give her the space to let her imagination grow, because fantasies flourish in absence as much as in presence. Have you ever noticed these signs in real life? Share it in the comments below. I read every one. If this gave you clarity, hit the like button, Subscribe for more psychology-based insights and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Because when you understand psychology, you'll never see attraction the same way again. You are worth being in someone's fantasies. The only question is, will you notice when you already are?